is Good Morning Jacksonville.
This is breaking news from overnight. 4 people back on dry land finally. They had to be rescued, though, from the Intracoastal Waterway. Border Patrol says the boat ran into a channel marker, and that did some pretty bad damage to the front end of that vessel. Passengers had minor cuts and bruises, though. Could have been much, much worse. They're doing okay. All right, your second big story, a 3-year-old boy in critical condition after nearly drowning in Arlington.
The child is from Tennessee, and he was found unresponsive in a pool. He's now being treated at Baptist Medical Center, and that's happening this morning. Praying for the best for that child. And in Nassau County this morning, a manhunt is underway for a motorcyclist who got away from a traffic stop. Deputies say the man ran off and jumped into the marsh. This is at the Holly Point boat ramp. So far, he has not been found. We'll let you know how that one turns out. Right now, though, we're going to check in with your storm expert, who's in for Mike Prangley, meteorologist Steve Fondero.
Happy Friday, guys. We made it to the weekend, and there's some shower chances out there and plenty of rain expected throughout the weekend, but at least today's a decent one for us. We'll see some sunshine. If you're headed to the beach, it looks good and it'll feel good with the sea breeze. However, swim near a lifeguard. Rip currents will be a threat today and likely continue to be a threat through the remainder of the weekend. So as I mentioned, just swim near a lifeguard. Now let's talk about some of the showers that may develop today thanks to the sea breeze and thanks to the warmth and the mugginess. It's going to be pretty humid all day today with high temperatures into the 80s. I think towards lunchtime we start to see some showers develop over that I-95 corridor. We'll put this in motion. Look towards 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We'll put the storm window there. This is about 12:30, and look towards about 2, 3 o'clock to see some of those showers work west thanks to the sea breeze. So they're going to pop up in a very summer-like fashion and then move towards the west. So the closer you are towards the beach and closer you are towards the coast, the likelihood to stay dry throughout really the entirety of the day. But I think we took towards the evening. It looks like a good one for us. Now the afternoon showers today, as I mentioned, high temperature about 86 degrees. Rain arrives for us on Saturday. Showers, I should say, fill in after dark. So Saturday actually looks like a decent day, and Sunday is the rain day. And guys, we'll break it all down, break down the impacts we can expect because it is a tropical influence for us.
Good morning. We're in the VyStar Credit Union Traffic Center, starting with a live look right now towards your traffic maps. And things actually look pretty good out there. I have not seen any reports of crashes or anything like that early this morning. We do have some construction, though. 95 southbound, that ramp that takes you over towards US 1, kind of that exit ramp there. It looks like that exit ramp is currently blocked. Also, 95 northbound, just past Emerson, those 2 right lanes are blocked, so that's blocking your exit to the Main and the Acosta bridges. So at the moment, you do have to go across the Fuller Warren and then kind of cut back if you need to get into downtown. But they're pretty good about picking this up before that main rush hour kicks in, so I'll keep watching it for you. But other than this, not seeing any problems out there at the moment.
Katie, thanks. That was a story very unsettling if you go to the 5 Points Riverside area ever. Police say a man stabbed a complete stranger there in 5 Points. And this morning, he's still on the run. They need to find him. Happened outside a very popular bar called Birdie's, and that's where Alex Ositis is live with the unlikely thing that we've learned may have saved this victim's life.
That's right, Lou. It was what he was wearing, actually, that may have saved his life. I'll explain that in just a second. But this is the sidewalk that Jordan White was on. And that is when a man who he didn't even know came up to him and stabbed him. Now, Jordan thought that he was just hit in the side, but it turns out it was a knife. And so Jordan recovering now in the hospital this morning, but still has a long way to go. Has some injuries to his kidneys as well as his liver, but thankful to be alive. His girlfriend saying that the damage could have been much worse because witnesses say that the man who was wielding that knife, when he stabbed him, it actually hit a piece of metal clipboard that Jordan had on his backpack. Now, witnesses also saying that this man had been seen earlier wielding that knife outside and showing it off. So police had been called, but they didn't arrive. 30 minutes later or so, White was stabbed. So this suspect has been seen around here before. People say that he may have a mental illness, so he may also go by the nickname Tin Man. Here's White's girlfriend. Take a listen.
There was a backpack that he had on that had like a metal clipboard that kind of deflected the blade. The blade was 3 millimeters away from some like major arteries.
Now, White, who works at the restaurant Orsay, they're having a Memorial Day fundraiser for him, trying to cover some of his medical bills and other expenses. That's happening this weekend. We're live in 5 Points. Alex Ositis, First Coast News on your side.
Thanks for that, Alex. Well, You'll have to wait a little bit longer for report cards if your child goes to a St. Johns County elementary school. Students were supposed to receive them yesterday on the last day of school, but the district says that they are still awaiting test results, and once they get them, report cards will be sent out. Now, parents will be notified by the principal of those schools when this happens. Don't be surprised if you see protesters while shopping at Publix this weekend.
So protests are planned at locations all across Florida through the weekend. First Coast News' Cameron Leppinger live outside of a Publix to explain what the heck's going on. Cam?
Lewis, good morning. Now, these protests, or the expected protests, were sparked by 18-year-old David Hogg. You'll remember he was one of the survivors from the Parkland shooting massacre. Now, on Wednesday, he posted this tweet to social media. It says, "In Parkland, we will have a die-in the Friday before Memorial Day weekend." That's today. Now, starting at 4 p.m. for 12 minutes inside our 2 Publix stores. Just go in, lie down, starting at 4. Feel free to dine in with us at as many other Publix locations as possible. Now, this all comes after it was made public that the grocery store giant donated a total of $670,000 over the past 3 years to Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam. You see him here. Now, Putnam is currently a GOP candidate for governor here in the state of Florida, and he's also a proud supporter of the NRA. In fact, after the deadly Parkland massacre, Putnam declared himself as a proud NRA sellout in opposing new gun legislation signed into law by Governor Rick Scott. Now, in response to this expected protest, Publix has released the following statement, in part, quote, saying, "As a result of this situation, we are evaluating our processes to ensure that our giving better reflects our intended desire to support a strong economy and a health community." Now, they went on to say that we support bipartisan, business-friendly candidates regardless of political affiliation, and we remain neutral on issues outside of our core business. Back out here live here at the Riverside Publix location, it's unclear if protests will be happening here, but just in case they do, just as a general reminder, they will be starting at around 4 p.m. and last for about 12 minutes. For now, reporting live, I'm Cameron Leppinger, First Coast News, on your side.
Thanks for that, Cam. It's 7 minutes past the hour on this Friday morning. So Harvey Weinstein, he may soon be facing the music.
So what the disgraced Hollywood mogul is expected to do later today. That's coming up.
And we're going to get tropical. The next forecast coming up. We're going to talk about the Memorial Day weekend and the rain that's on the way.
And getting you guys out the door, another look here towards I-95. Not bad through this stretch of I-95, but don't forget, the closer you get towards downtown, you're probably going to see some construction along 95. But at least no crashes so far this morning.
Festival, rain or shine. Bring out your umbrellas, your ponchos, your rain boots, anything that you may need to stay protected from the rain.
The 2018 Jacksonville Jazz Fest kicks off tonight, as you heard the young man say, rain or shine. Up to 100,000 people are expected to be there. More than 30 artists will be performing this year, and that's going to cover 20 blocks throughout downtown Jacksonville. Now, the main stage is in front of the courthouse, not the landing, by the way, for the first time since 2009. It all gets going at 5 p.m. So we talk rain or shine, and there's a reason that we have to throw that in there, because the weather is going to be something. Let's get over to weather and traffic together. Steve and Katie, hey guys.
Yeah, bring your poncho.
Bring the ponchos, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a pretty wet one. I think really, though, Sunday is the day to focus on. Any plans on Saturday actually look decent and look okay. It's
Okay,
look
good.
after dark on Saturday. Some of the showers build in. But how about the day today? Looks pretty good, too, as well. Warm and muggy, very similar to yesterday. Almost like a summer-like day. Temperatures into the 80s. A couple spotty showers developed this afternoon, but nonetheless, a good Friday for us. Now, for the majority of the day on Saturday, as I told Katie just before, likely to be on the drier side. We do get that tropical energy out of the Caribbean, develops into some sort of a low. Could see some tropical development, actually likely to see tropical development by Saturday for us and Saturday afternoon. Now, this works its way up into the Gulf and migrates north into the Gulf. As it does so, it's just going to pump a lot of rain up into our neck of the woods. But really, like I mentioned, after dark on Saturday, some of the showers and precipitation build in, and then really Sunday is the day we're going to see some widespread precipitation, some heavier thunderstorms embedded in there, and possibly an isolated tornado or two. But I think really the biggest threat will be not just the severe wind damage, or excuse me, not severe wind damage, but more so heavier rain, and then things turn a bit more scattered on Memorial Day, Katie, so things are looking a little bit better for us this holiday weekend.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much, Steve. So let's take a live look outside right now. And I know this camera can sometimes be a little wonky, but you can still see that these right lane lanes here along 95 northbound just past Emerson. Those right lanes there are still blocked at the moment. So just be careful if you are driving northbound along 95. 95 southbound here, if you're driving from 295 to downtown, about a 10-minute ride there at that point. So that's pretty good. I-10, no problems, no fog or anything like that for you guys. So 301 to 295 is about 10 minutes, then about another 5 minutes for you to get into downtown. Buckman Bridge even looks great no matter which way you're headed at the moment. So overall, pretty good start to the morning on the roadways. But this weekend with all that rain, I would be careful driving this weekend.
And traffic, people coming in and out of town, yeah.
Yep.
5:12 is your time. Let's take a look at some national stories this morning. Disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein is expected to turn himself in today and could face charges in New York. Faces dozens of charges. Dozens of women, in recent months have accused him of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape. Authorities haven't said just how many cases there are, but he's also under investigation in California and in London. Final farewells today in Texas as we remember some of those victims of the Santa Fe school shooting that happened last Friday. Substitute teacher Cynthia Tisdale will be eulogized today. Also, visitation takes place for 16-year-old Shanna Fisher, whose mom believes she was targeted by the gunman. And the body of exchange student Sabika Sheikh arrived back in Pakistan on Wednesday, where she was laid to rest. President Trump is calling his decision to cancel the planned June 12th summit with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un a tremendous setback, but is keeping the door open for a future meeting. In a letter addressed to Kim, Mr. Trump blamed the cancellation on what he calls tremendous anger and open hostility in a recent statement issued by North Korea. President Trump also added that it's inappropriate at this time to have the summit. All right, get out those barrels and those grapes. It is National Wine Day. So I thought this had just happened in February. That was apparently National Drink Wine Day. So I don't know. But with this National Wine Day, there's some good deals that you can take part in. One of them would be at Whole Foods. They're having a sale on rosé, so if you like that, if you'd rather go big or away from home, Airbnb is having a $1 deal for wine experiences, but you have to use that experience this weekend. And just a quick tip for you, I was looking up some wine tips.
Yep.
If you need to chill a bottle rather quickly, as opposed to just sticking it in the freezer, if you wet a paper towel, wrap it around it, and then stick it in the freezer for about 10 to 20-ish minutes, it cools down pretty quickly. Just don't forget it in there. Because I've done that.
Yeah, you've been there, huh? You just clarified something for me, because I could have sworn that we just celebrated National Wine Day, but it was National Drink Wine Day back in February. Any excuse we need, right?
Right. It's Friday, so I guess that's good enough.
There we go.
I'm supposed to wait 15 to 20 minutes? No,
10,
I'll just
10
drink
to
it.
20.
Warm.
Or you just throw some ice.
I'll just drink some warm wine. I'll be fine.
Thanks, Lindy. 15 minutes now past the hour. Well, an NFL player claims the government is spying on him. The bizarre string of events that led to a former Dolphins player being Baker acted. That's up next.
Jacksonville. From the Farrah and Farrah Sports Desk, it's First Coast Sports.
Good Friday morning. The debate rages on after the NFL approved a new national anthem policy. The policy requires players and all team personnel to stand for the anthem if they are on the field. Yesterday, for the first time, we got a chance to hear from Jaguars coaches and players about the new policy.
You know, I'm always going to stand, and I can only speak for myself, but I do believe that I do look forward to, the conversations progressing, with, the organization and the players. And
most of the guys have the mentality of wanting to do something positive, trying to, you get, people in your family, friends and stuff, pulling different ways and wanting you to use your platform to make change, and you want to as yourself. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is for us to, take action in the communities, and try to do things one at a time.
The Atlantic Sun baseball tournament continued last night over on the south side of Jacksonville as the UNF Ospreys and the JU Dolphins battled for a spot in the A-Sun semifinals. Ozzie the Osprey in the house last night under the lights, and this one was wild. Don't believe me, just watch. Fourth inning, game tied, bases loaded. Oh, and Austin Drury gets out of that thing. Bottom of the fifth, Chris Gow to left field, and boops that one in. One run will come around to score. Dolphins take a 3-2 lead. UNF now on a spot to get things even. Runners in scoring position. Spencer Stockton says, get out and like it. A clutch strikeout. 9th inning now. Here comes the drama. Final chance for UNF. Down 4-2. Wacky ending. That ball falls in. A run would come across the scorer. Alex Hendricks, come on down, but he falls. Seriously? And when you are late, you are out at the plate. The Dolphins are headed to the ASUN semifinals, winning 4-3.
Unbelievable college baseball game tonight. Both teams extremely competitive. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch. Spencer just continued to get better and better as the game went on. Really got a good feel for the change, and really his location just sharpened as the game went on.
It was a good ball game both ways. We've had good games with them all year. Sometimes the baseball gods do weird things, and he did a weird thing tonight. We battered ourselves back into it and had a chance, and somehow a blade of grass got a foot.
All right, roll out of bed and have a fabulous Friday.
We are rolling. Thanks for that, Chris. 20 minutes past the hour. So do you remember Richie Incognito? He's the former Miami Dolphins player who made national headlines for bullying a teammate. Well, this morning, he's in a psychiatric hospital after claiming he was in the NSA and being tracked by the government. You see, it all started when he got into a fight at a South Florida gym where he threw weights and tennis balls at someone else. Well, when police got there, he said that he was running secret government documents through his smartphone. He was in turn Baker acted.
All right, let's talk more baseball this morning. In the minor league form, the Jumbo Shrimp on fire last night, dominating the Braves. Look at this first pitch. They fired it in there on a one-hop. At one point, there was a 1 hour, 37-minute rain delay, but that didn't stop them. Final score, Jumbo Shrimp 8, Mississippi Braves 1, and they'll play them again at 8 o'clock.
Now, weather with your First Coast News storm experts, powered by AC Designs.
Aside from maybe a lingering stray shower this evening, all those Friday festivities looking pretty good. It's muggy this morning. Temperatures already in the 70s. The dew point's in the 70s, so it's pretty humid out there. It's a tropical feel to the air, almost summer-like, and that's how it's going to feel pretty much all weekend. Some showers will develop around, say, noon or so. Look towards I-95, and then lingering towards about 3 or 4 o'clock there. And then beyond that, looks pretty good through the rest of our Friday night. Tropical influence out of the Caribbean. We're getting a lot of moisture being pumped up. There's an organizing thunderstorm and shower activity down off the Caribbean. This will migrate into the Gulf of Mexico, and then through the day on Saturday, hurricane hunters are actually headed out there this afternoon. So through the day on Saturday, likely to see some sort of tropical development, whether it's tropical depression or just a tropical cyclone, if it's got a name or not. Either way, there's going to be plenty of rain on the way for us, mainly Sunday. Sunday is our rain day. We'll see some increasing clouds and plenty of moisture around on Saturday, but I think most of the precipitation arrives for us after dark on Saturday and throughout majority of the day on Sunday. We get a couple breaks in the action on Monday for Memorial Day, but with that system kind of lingering in the Gulf, it keeps shower and rain chances around for much of the upcoming week. Major impacts likely just going to be the amount of rain, so some low-lying areas and some saturated watersheds off towards the inland locations, off towards west. We'll just have a tough time draining, so just watch these stream and creek water levels this weekend, guys.
And something else going on this weekend that I do want to talk about is, of course, we've got Jazz Fest going on. So that's throughout downtown Jacksonville. So make sure when you kind of are coming downtown, you're planning ahead. Where are you going to park? You've got the parking garages downtown. Also bring some cash because there probably will be some cash slots available. You've got the water taxi as an option, the Skyway as an option. But please really make sure you are looking out for pedestrians. There's going to be a lot of people walking around, crossing the street. So when you look at road closures here, mainly you're looking at Adams, Monroe, and Duval because it's kind of central around the Hemming Park area, but also over towards the courthouse. There's a stage there as well. So just look out. Again, Adams, Monroe, Duval. So be careful as you are traveling through that area of downtown. And like I said, really look out for pedestrians this weekend.
Thanks for that, Katie. 23 minutes past the hour, and today is one of the busiest travel days of the year. We're going to show you some of the banned items TSA is finding in airport security. Some of these things are just unbelievable. If you can see what that is, a Freddy Krueger hand. What are you doing? I will let you know the warning that they're sending out to passengers. We're back in 2.
But first, it's time for a check of those top 5 weekend events in the number 4 spot. Dining with Dinos is coming back to the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens, and it's a pretty cool event for the entire family. You can kick off your Memorial Day weekend at Dino Night with games for kids, a DJ, snacks, and dinner. This all happens tonight at 6, and tickets will not be available for sale at the gate. That is very important, so you must purchase them in advance. So get out there and enjoy more events coming your way right here in GMJ.
Welcome back. It's 5:27. The TSA is sharing some of the prohibited items it caught in passengers' carry-on bags at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. You can see everything from those fancy throwing stars to brass knuckles to what Keitha alluded to before the break. Yeah, a Freddy Krueger glove that comes with knives as fingers.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm sure it was just a party favor.
What are you doing?
I mean, that's a closer look at that. It freaks me out just to see that. It gives me nightmares because those movies, man. You are allowed to bring these. You can take it in your checked bag, but don't carry them on. TSA says if you try to bring those through airport security in a carry-on, they're going to be taken from you and you're probably going to get fined too.